So this is essentially, there's things that are called, in the world of physics, they're called heat pipes. And I know that you guys just had lunch, and this might be a little bit dense, and I might put a few of you, some of you are sleeping already, so just try to, I'll try to not wake everybody up. But essentially the way it works is steam, when you inject steam into your oven, what you're doing is the steam is creating this like cloud on top of the bread. But what it's doing is it's taking the temperature of the surface of a bread up to steam temperature. So the common thinking is that steam escapes bread. And the answer is that yes, it eventually will. But steam, just as a matter of physics, steam likes to go where it's coldest. Because where it's hottest, it's just going to dissipate. So where does it go? Steam goes to the inside of the bread, where it's coolest. So how does it get there? It gets there through what we're calling, it's called a heat pipe effect. So essentially what it does is you have your CO2 bubbles, the steam within the bubble evaporates, condenses, goes to the other extreme of the bubble, it condenses there, it pops, goes into the other bubble, condenses there, pops, goes to the other bubble, until it reaches the core of the bread. So what I'm also trying to say at the same time is that the steam is going to go to the core of the bread. Once the core of the bread reaches about 208, 210, steam is going to start to escape. And that's when your steam goes out. But something very interesting here is that if you ask me how many bubbles are inside a loaf of bread, what do you think I'm going to tell you? It's not hundreds and it's not thousands. Some scientists say it's only one bubble. Think about it. Every bubble has to pop. So if every bubble pops, every bubble is connected, and therefore it's a single bubble. So that's a little bit mind-blowing because you look at bread and it's like, what do you mean? I'm looking at all these breads. But next time you cut into a loaf of bread, look at the alveoli. Is it intact or does it have a little tear somewhere? It's going to have a little tear somewhere. All the bubbles in your bread are connected. So that was kind of eye-opening. It's not going to change the way you bake. It's not going to change the way you introduce steam into your oven. What it's going to change is how you look at steam and its role in baking. Okay? It still makes that crispy crust. It still makes all these things happen, sure. But the order in which it happens is slightly different when you look at it from this perspective. And there's a perspective of physics. It's not a perspective of we think it happens that way. That's how steam likes to act. Steam doesn't want to go where it's hottest. Steam wants to go where it's coolest. So first in and then out.